And I can assure you, every problem you go through has an opportunity inside of it.
I have a passion to maybe start a business next year. Sometimes, possibly, I even have a business idea. I'm so passionate about the business idea. My question is, will my passion for that business idea alone help me succeed next year? Since we are talking about mindset and attitude, will my passion alone help me succeed in this business next year?
Okay. So passion alone will never help you succeed. Never. Never, 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 never. Passion doesn't make things happen. But as I was doing my presentation, I spoke about metrics. I spoke about activities that you need to work on gradually to be able to fuel your passion into reality. You get it? So I always like to use this simple example. Those who like to listen to me always hear it. You want to travel, okay? You want to travel. Okay, I'm in Accra. I want to go visit Uncle Mark in Kumasi. That passion of me meeting Uncle Mark, it's been years I've seen him face to face. And I know that the day we are going to meet, we are going to talk about a lot of things. That passion of me going to meet Uncle Mark alone will not carry me from Accra and put me in his house in Kumasi. It is the metrics that I work that is going to put me in Uncle Mark's house in Kumasi. And what are the metrics? The first metric is for me to raise my money that I'll use for my transportation to Kumasi. The second metric is for me to decide whether I'll be going with a bus or a plane and find myself going to that place. So if it's a bus, then I have to find myself moving to the bus station. The third metric is for me to sit in the bus and be ready that the bus is taking me to Kumasi. The fourth one is when the bus alights me finally in Kumasi, I have to make sure that I know Uncle Mark's home location and I'm finding a car to pick me to his house. That is the only way I can get there. So if you have a passion to starting a business next year, passion alone doesn't make businesses come to reality. You need to ask yourself, what are the things that I need to keep doing every day, every week, every month to be able to see that passion come to a reality? And as you work on that, then you see your business taking shape. And one day someone will stand somewhere and say, hey, business idea, it has gone big. Oh, you started from somewhere. Despite started from somewhere. All the big names you hear today started from somewhere. Even Facebook started from somewhere.
Absolutely. Everything you hear, all the big names, all the people whose stories inspire us, they started from somewhere. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me move to the next question, and I hope you are putting down notes, you are putting your questions in the comment section. Let me ask the next question. You see, when you were talking earlier, you were talking about being able to turn the problems and the challenges and the things that you are going through into opportunities. And you shared an example with what happened with your mom and the land you have acquired now and all of that. So the question is, how does someone know that what I am going through, this particular mistake, this particular challenge, I can turn it into this particular opportunity? I can get this out of it. Because sometimes you may want to, but you don't know how to go about it. And depending on what you are going through, what do I do? How do I turn it? I don't know if you get it. I don't know if you're getting the question. So how do I know that this thing that I'm going through, okay, this is the business that can come out of it. Okay, this particular challenge, this is what can come out of it. Okay, this particular issue, this is what can come out of it. Okay, this thing I have identified, this is what can come out of it. This is what I can do. This is what I can achieve from this. How does someone get to know that?
Okay, so when I was still doing the presentation, I mentioned that for you to be able to achieve your goal, you need to identify the tools that would help you achieve your goal. And in identifying your tools, I made mention of human resource to be one of your tools that you need. So you need to ask yourself, who are the people that I will need to talk to be able to help me gain clarity and know where to step and where not to step to be able to achieve or to be able to know what to do in a particular moment. Now, going back to my mother's story, if you remember, I mentioned that I spoke to some friends, and it was a friend that made me know that there was even a place known as where I bought the land and the opportunities that are there. So you don't just get a problem, sit in your room, cry over it, shout over it, go to church, cry and shout to God over it, and come back home and sleep. No, God doesn't come down to give us answers. He gives us answers through humans. So ask yourself, this particular problem I'm going through, I want to see the opportunity I can get out of it. And I can assure you, every problem you go through has an opportunity inside of it.
Absolutely.
It's just that if you are able to identify the tools, if you are able to identify the human resources, if you are able to come across the right knowledge, you will see that, oh, this thing wasn't a challenge after all. It was a money-making venture. So identify your tools.